book 2 of 2026, I read The House of My Mother by Shari Franke. If you guys have watched the documentary on Netflix, or was it on Prime? I can't remember. The story of Ruby Frankie. It was like a no-brainer for me. I had to read Shari's book because the documentary obviously is told a lot from the dad's perspective, and you hear a lot about what Shari and Chad, the kids, say. But I was so sickened. I was so sickened by the Ruby Franke story that a mother could do that to her children. So to put it into perspective, this mother and her lover slash girlfriend slash mentor slash sick friend were arrested on, I think it was 6 counts of child abuse. They were sentenced to up to 30 years in prison. She was a very popular influencer. They had a YouTube channel called 8 Passengers. Anyway, long story short, I was so impressed by Shari in the documentary because she's gone on to become an advocate for, she goes to Parliament and she speaks out against children being used in family vlogging for monetization, and I back that 1000%. Like, don't monetize your children because it impacts the relationship that you have with them, doesn't it? So I was so impressed by her and how normal she seemed and how level-headed considering how she'd been brought up. The level of abuse was just horrendous. If you haven't watched it, I think it's called The Devil in the Family, the Ruby Franke story. Then I went on to watch the documentary about Jodie Hillebrand, who was the other woman that abused these children. And then I read Shari's book. So I have deep dived this, and I don't want to give away too much. If it's not your vibe, don't read or watch it because it can make you feel very disturbed. But I do love me a true crime docu. So yeah, and what I did was I listened to this book, The House of My Mother, on Audible. I used an Audible credit, and it was an Audible credit well spent. I'm very precious about my credits. I do like to do autobiographies or memoirs narrated by the author. I don't know, that to me is just the ultimate reader experience. So this was book 2 of 2026. Unfortunately, it doesn't count towards my Heart in Books challenge because I listened. So, but yeah, I'm moving on to book 3 is Icebreaker. So I'll let you know how that goes.